Tatanastada size kota diklasha sanajana tsutana titsanaha guaniskle dietzinitze eneke guaniskle. Greetings to all. Hello, everybody. My name is Tristan Eagletail. My Tsutina name is Kota Diklashe, which means running down the slope. I was given that name from my late grandfather through ceremony, and yeah, I little bit about myself is I I grew up with the teachings of our ceremonial ways, and I'm very culturally based, and I guess I really just try to promote my culture the best I can, whether it's through ceremony, powwow, hunting. I grew up learning the ceremonies. My father, my late grandfather, he was a bundle carrier for our people for many years, and he taught me all the songs when I was a little boy. And as I was growing up, he would always say that these ways need to keep going. These ceremonies can't stop being done. And my when he passed, the ceremonies were passed down to my father. So my father took part in teaching me, and ever since I was a little boy, I remember growing up loading pipes, getting the sweat lodge ready, and I always questioned why me? Why can't my siblings do this? Why can't they take part? And it was the same reason my grandfather, he said that I see something in you, grandson. And what I see is you're going to be running these ceremonies in the future. You're going to be the next generation of carrying our ways. So I really took part in my culture all growing up. I just tried to learn the best I can, and yeah, Escapio suck. I help with the Sundance. I help with the Sweat Lodge. Growing up, I've seen so many miracles from our ceremonial way of life. Going to the Sundances, I've seen cancer being healed. I've seen illnesses that doctors today they can't cure with the medicines they use in the hospitals. And so I guess I was really interested in how these medicines work and how they help the people through prayer. So I value our traditional teachings, and I really valued it because it was astonishing for me to see these miracles happen. And I have a big heart. I want to help the people the best I can. And so I just really tried my best to learn as much as I can so that I could show the next generation how these medicines are brought and how these medicines are used. Well, for centuries, these ways they were given to us from the Creator to use them in a good way to help all walks of life. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter our skin color. It's our shadows are the same. And so what I'm trying to do is I want to continue these ways because there was a time where the government tried to banish these. They tried to banish our sweat lodge, our ceremonies, and there was a time where we couldn't practice who we are. So even in this generation, I have a lot of friends that do not practice the ways, but are starting to come back because they see me partaking and they see it, and I inspire others to come to come into our sweat lodge, to come into our ceremonies or powwows, and I guess it's just we got to keep these ways going for the next generation because we cannot lose these ways, and it's important because what our ancestors went through to keep these ways going. And that's what I truly believe, and that's why it's important to me, and it's important to us as Indigenous people in all walks of life to keep our ways striving. We are now in a generation of acceptance. You know, we we do not hide our ceremonies away from anybody who wants to attend. They're open to everybody, all walks of life who need that knowledge, who want that help from the Creator, who want that help from the medicine people, the knowledge keepers, and it's important that we keep this going because we need to unite and we need to pray. We all pray to the same creator. I just hope that these ways are never forgotten. I hope that the next generation can learn and can experience the the sacredness and the miracles that come from our way of life. You know, we are a beautiful people. I was always told that we we need to understand our roles in our communities. Each person in our community always had a different role to play. Whether you're a hunter, whether you're a medicine picker, berry picker, gatherer, uh, lodge maker, Wascapios, medicine man, we all had a role to play in our communities. And I just want the next generation to find their role, find what it is that they want to to do with their life and what they want to succeed in to play that role for the community, for the people. There's a lot of intergenerational trauma that come with the residential school and the upbringing of some of our parents. And I just want to tell everybody that we can break that. We can break that intergenerational trauma. We can go back to our roots. It's always there. The elders are always there to learn from. And I just want, everybody to know that we're all human beings and nobody's perfect in life, and we just need to share, keep that balance going strong with the creator. I used to have a how do you say it? My father, he used to have non-natives come and sweat. So growing up, I was always like, why, Dad? Why are these non-natives coming to learn our ways when they tried to banish this years ago, the government? And I always blamed the how do you call it? The Europeans. I always had that kind of way of thinking growing up. But he taught me a lot how to learn of acceptance. He said, son, we're all we're all the same people. We may not have the same skin, but look at our shadows. Our shadows are the same. We have the same color shadow. You can't you can't block anybody from coming to pray, from coming to get help. So encourage that and learn from that and accept that our ways are not just for our own people. As long as they understand the prayer of the pipe, as long as they understand the ceremony, then sure, invite them in to our lodges to learn who we are as indigenous people today.